Okay, as you can see, I dyed my hair, which I think it came out pretty nice. I pretty much bleached these two locks in the front and I focused on the ends, like the ends of the front parts of my hair where I cut them. I really do like it. It's gonna take some getting used to. But although I did want a subtle change, I feel like I dyed my hair to remind myself just to stay on track and to not go back to my old ways. My hair color just kind of serves the purpose of reminding me to keep on going. I feel like this hair is sticking around for a while, so I wanted to give you guys a better look at it. 'Tis the season to bring out these boots. So this is the fit for today, minus my jacket. I'm honestly just going to Whole Foods and then I'm gonna come back home and make some soup. I'm just gonna go to Whole Foods and get a matcha and some water. Oh yeah, I'm going to the gym. But I don't think I'm gonna film that part because I always film myself working out. But what am I doing right now? I was actually supposed to leave the house a few hours ago, so this is just typical behavior. These gains, what you see right here, it's based on what I do at home because I really don't spend as much time here as I want. And so like what I'm working with is actually so crazy. Like genetics are crazy. If you've been watching my videos for a while and you've seen her just lying around, I think it's time we make something out of her. I'm thinking we should make a coconut squash soup. My main goal for the soup is that it's warm and inviting, delicious with a tropical twist, hence the coconut milk that's going to go inside of it. I've actually never made this type of squash before, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to miss it just sitting on my counter. She's so beautiful, she's so aesthetic, and I think she served her purpose. Thank you, squash, for blessing me with your beauty in my home. When we are born into this world, we enter it with a vast and full, vibrant imagination. We enter this environment with a limitless mind. When we're babies, toddlers, children, most of us are easily able to create images in our mind. We're able to imagine letters, words, people, places that we have gone, places that we've never been, places that are not even real. We are able to sort of tap into this world that no one else is able to enter in, a world that we create on our own, a world that makes sense to only us. In these early years, we are more easily able to develop stories and fantasies that are entertaining, but most importantly, creative. When we're younger, we're able to have this ability to easily make creations within our minds, within our own worlds, without technology, without much assistance or help from outside sources. Our imaginations can be just as unique as our fingerprints. As we've gotten older, we've seemed to lose this sense of imagination and this ability to just think on our feet and just story tell, to develop stories and create fantasies that are not real, to imagine ourselves being in an environment that we've never been in before. These abilities that we once had sort of weaken because of social constructs and because of experiences that we have, traumas, but also positive experience. Perhaps some of us just lose the skill of being creative and having a vivid imagination because our bodies and our minds feel like we don't need those skills, and those skills should be replaced by other skills. I believe the rise in technology plays a huge role in the overall development and ability to sustain and enrich our imagination, our unique creative side. While I see myself as a creative person, I've developed this desire to sort of analyze my current state of imagination. A few months ago, I took an opportunity to kind of test my ability to imagine things. And so I was sitting on my bed and I was laying facing the sun, kind of like how I am right now. And I closed my eyes and I said to myself, okay, imagine the word fire. Or imagine the word dog. I was struggling to envision the actual words in my head. I wanted to actually see the word dog, to see the word fire. I wanted to see those words pop up. And when they didn't pop up, I was like, wait, did I lose the ability to imagine, to envision, to picture things, anything that I want in my head? And the answer was yes. I struggled in that moment. When I closed my eyes, I could see the orange glare of the sun going through my eyelids, and that staticky, starry type of view that you see when you close your eyes. And from that day on, I literally promised myself to work on my imagination. And so since then, I've been taking things one step at a time. I typically like to do this when I'm like in the sun, and I've gotten so much better at it. I feel like I'm regaining my sense of imagination. This is kind of how it all began. Would sit in the sun, and I don't think you need to sit in the sun, but I really appreciate the sun's energy, and I really do love to sunbathe and I love to sun gaze. I typically like to practice this when I'm in the presence of the sun and the sunlight is like touching my eyes. And so I would close my eyes, and instead of envisioning a word, because I feel like imagining a word is kind of on the medium like difficulty level of testing out your imagination, I started off by saying to myself, I want to see the sea. I want to see waves. I want to see ocean waves. So I kept my eyes closed. I'm not going to sit here and lie. On the first try, I didn't really see it. But as I began to focus deeper and really make these moments more intentional, blocking out other noises that I may hear in my mind, not focusing my actual eye anywhere because my eyelids are closed, but actually like tapping into my mind, I literally started to see waves. And what followed the waves is the blueness. I was like, whoa, like I see the ocean. I see the waves of the ocean. I'm improving my imagination. But after I was able to see the ocean waves, next I wanted to see just a field of grass, just a plain of grass, just grass all around me. Because as you guys know, I love nature. Envisioning a field of grass is like one step up, because not only do I want to see the color green, but I want to see individual blades of grass, and I even want to sense some sort of texture going on there. This is not happening all in the same day. This is happening one day, and then maybe I'll try again the next week, and then maybe I'll try again 2 days later. This takes practice. Developing your imagination again takes practice. I would like to go back to that moment where I found success in actually closing my eyes and looking around and seeing what I've been wanting to see, which is a field of grass. And then I was like, okay, my mind started going crazy. I was like, okay, I want to see the face of a dog, and then I could see the ears and I could see the nose a little bit. But then I also wanted to envision a human face. I wouldn't speak these words out loud. I would just speak them within my heart, within my mind. I would see little snippets of the things I wanted to see within my imagination. I was imagining it. I was there. I really enjoy exploring the inner workings of myself. I live for introspection. As we get older, I would argue that we need our imagination imagination even more than we would need it when we're younger, because our consciousness is more developed. We have a more clear sense of who we are. So if we have a fully developed imagination, we'll get to know ourselves more, and we'll get to understand our purpose. We'll actually get to live a more fulfilled and happy life, because we're able to use our imagination to think outside the box and become innovators, and to think for ourselves, and to develop our own sense of styles, and to live, and not to only live in this physical world, because we are more than just physical beings. We will actually be able to exist within ourselves, to go outside of ourselves, and to explore a world that we have created within our imagination. We would be able to take bits and pieces of those aspects of our imagination and bring it into the physical world, a world that is only fleeting. Within our imagination lies a soul that is waiting to be explored and waiting to wander. And whenever I want to escape this physical world, I just close my eyes and I find the sun, which is right now on the couch. And I imagine myself leaving, and I allow Yah to just show me what is meant to be shown. And I love it. Whenever I have nothing to do, I have to remind myself that I am not bored. I am just at peace. I'm not bored. I'm just at peace. And so transforming this negative idea that silence or no one hitting you up on your phone means that you're bored, I just would rather instead say that I'm just at peace, and I really, really am. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared. Why am I scared? Because I don't want juices flying everywhere. We have carrots, we have our squash, we have some aromatics in there. I have my coconut base over there just doing its thing, and let's get this, let's do this. About 4 hours ago when I came home and I was so hungry and I wanted to make some soup, and I did not think it was going to take this long, but alas, we're here. My soup is done. I just really am so excited to eat, and I'm so proud of myself because like halfway through I thought this was not going to be successful, but we're here, and I have fresh bread and I have homemade soup, and it's 6:32 p.m. so my day is not completely done, but it looks like it's 11 p.m. I'm actually so excited that I have over 500 friends here. That makes me so happy. Deep within my soul, deep within my heart, that our family is growing. Thank you so much for being here with me every single week. I really love making videos and I love uploading here, and so I'm just really happy that you're here. I'll see you soon.